Hey guys, it's Mr. R6 here, and today in this video we're doing something different. We are gonna do a short little podcast on what we think of the balance and changes coming in Year 5 Season 1, and then we're also gonna talk about the ops coming in Year 5 Season 2. So let's get started here. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So first, let's start off with Cav getting hollow. What do y'all think about Cav's M12 getting the hollow sight? I mean, no one really uses it, right? I mean, that's what.
Yeah, if anything, I would say no one exactly uses that weapon. If anything, everyone goes to the shotgun. Even though it
Yeah,
does require getting closer, still, it takes people down faster. Like, just more or
Well,
less. That's,
yeah,
I mean, the shotgun's more viable. You open up hatches, you open up sight lines. It's just a way
true,
better
true.
option.
And her pistol does instant down someone if it's at the head, right?
Yes.
I mean, it's
I
harder.
guess,
It's I mean, it's a little hard to shoot, but if you're really good with it, then I mean, who fucking needs the SMG, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then, like I
Okay.
said, her ability is basically getting close too, you know? Like, the shotgun is, like I said, better up close than what the SMG would be.
Yeah. Alright. So that's all we have for that one. Let's move on to Buck's grenades getting taken away. So what do y'all think of that? But he gets Claymore. So kind of what you said, Gio, how like he's able to come from above
Uh,
and he can Claymore.
Yeah, that okay, so yeah, I was saying a while ago that Claymore does help him. I guess if you're paying attention, staying alert, and also
Yeah.
for roamers trying to get him, if they're also not, aware that there's a Claymore,
Mhm.
they easily can get taken out, and it's something for Buck to listen out to, because usually you're gonna need to fire a bullet to take out a Claymore, unless there's no way around, and if you've been paying
Yeah.
attention.
I mean, what I usually do with Claymores is I don't put it in visible sight. I put it like at an angle away from the doorway so they don't see it, where they run through the doorway and actually have to run into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Uh,
like,
that,
the grenades, like I said, it does take away his, his grenades, making him a little, if you could say, balanced, because he obviously can't just open up all top and just start chucking grenades.
hmm I believe Nathan, there was something you said about this one that I found interesting. His about his skeleton key getting an extra shot in his magazine. I don't know
Yeah.
if it was you or Gio that brought up like that like he was overpowered with grenades. I mean I
Yeah,
can see
no,
it, but like
I just think that his toolkit is just way too overpowered. It's a
mhm.
really high hitting damage gun, nice fire rate.
Yeah.
But giving him like grenades just makes him too powerful, especially with the skeleton key opening up walls and stuff. It can just be a menace.
And he's a lot. Well, that kind of brings me to Sledge, but Sledge has a sledgehammer that he has to hit like getting up close. I mean that's kind of like compare Thermite and Habana. Habana gets a distance away while Thermite has to go up close, you know. But then again, Sledge's gun has like no recoil, you know, and he has frags too. But I mean, I don't know. That's just
Oh,
kind
back
of
to what you were saying about Sledge. Yeah, you are right about that. Like I said, if he does go from top, it does give you that huge indicator that, oh, I'm here,
yeah.
Because first, it's that giant sledgehammer. Makes a loud
Yeah.
ass noise when you hit something with it.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to Mozzie's super shot getting taken away. Any opinions on that?
I hate it.
You hate it.
Yeah, I hate it.
Honestly,
I
I kind of hate it as well, but I'm not so sure.
Well,
I
the thing
mean,
about him is like, Mozzie was just kind of like that all around. If you needed a quick, a nice quick,
Peek
rotation
hole
hole.
or something
It
like
was,
that. Yeah.
peak hole, rotation hole. You could easily make it with his little, super shotty. Up close, it was okay,
Yeah.
but in all in total, most people use rotations and like little, glory holes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know they're giving it to Castle. So like, I'm not sure what the big thing is on giving it to Castle. I'm not really. I don't really see why Castle needs it. You know. I mean, was there any opinions on Castle getting the super shotty?
I mean, I think that Castle getting the super shoddy was a good thing. Castle definitely needed a better like toolkit. Because I mean, once you place your castles, you're practically done. His UMP really isn't the craziest gun. It's got good recoil, but the damage and fire rate isn't good. So having like a better way to anchor yourself with the sightline, I just think is way better. I mean,
Yeah,
he has
yeah.
impacts, but
I mean, I think Castle has shotgun too, right? So, is there any opinions on double shotgun possibly? I mean, I don't know if I don't know if y'all are thinking about that.
If anything, if he does equip a double shotgun, I would say, if anything, the super shorty would be just for making the little holes, and obviously his longer range shotgun.
Yeah, his primary one.
would obviously have to be for attacking. The super shorty is it's all right attacking, but it definitely isn't the best when going up against someone.
Yeah, true. Okay, let's move on to a few bigger ones here in the season 1 patch notes and balancing. Okay, let's move on. Or fuck, we're going to Jaeger becoming a 2-speed 2 armor. Any opinions on that? I'm not really a big fan of it myself, to be honest. I don't know what y'all thought about.
Actually, I think it's well. I'm not that big of a fan of it as well, but I can see where they're going with it. Jaeger does have a very viable weapon. His AR itself is enough to take down an entire team while roaming. Like if you're good enough with it, you can easily outmaneuver anyone.
Yeah.
But like he does get that one extra hit though.
Yeah, kind of like what
being a
Nathan
2
said,
armor.
where he's still gonna be a little fast, but he's gonna be able to take more damage, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, was there anything you wanted to say on Jaeger becoming 2-speed, Nathan?
I mean, I don't like the change. I mean, I think the 3-speed is alright. It's definitely not the way I would have balanced Jaeger. I think in this meta with everybody having grenades and flashes, Jaeger's his kit can definitely get rid of all those in like a second and make you useless. So I feel like they could have balanced him by making his things have one less shot, or maybe getting rid of one of them instead of just removing his his 3-speed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
I
I would say
don't get it.
you also gotta remember that, even though Jaeger does have that, they want him to be more anchored base. Because like I was saying, as a roamer, he definitely is something.
Yeah.
Like, he can easily deal lots
we
of
all have
things
to
that-
admit that. We've done something dirty with Jaeger, for sure. Alright, now let's move on to the really big one, and that is Ying getting smokes and 4 para, I don't remember
Candelas.
Yeah, Pandelas or something like that. And they're buffing her gun damage. I know, Nathan, you were saying about Warden, right? How he's gonna become more,
Way more viable.
yeah, definitely.
Way more in meta, especially if they're Ying planting. Warding can easily change that round by killing him and having the fuser.
For sure.
I don't.
And, is there any opinions on, like, her gun damage? Like, they're really buffing Yang. Like, they seem to be, like, buffing the hell out of her. Like, we're going old school Yang, man. Like, no cap.
If anything, I'd say her LMG buff definitely is something, especially for her having a decently sized mag. Unlike other LMGs, she does have a slightly smaller mag.
Yeah.
But I don't exactly see why they should up it by as much as they did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
It-
I mean,
it-
right here it's
it's
already at
broken.
43 damage, 650 fire rate,
Yeah.
The capacity
But you
is
gotta
80.
remember, like, with the up damage as well, is you gotta remember that at further ranges, she's still gonna have a bit higher damage too.
Yeah, true. Okay, also about another thing you said about Ward Nathan, where Ubisoft tried to buff him in the past when he first started coming out. I kind of wanted to hear more about the Warden part from you, if that was okay.
Yeah. When Warden was first released, I remember that you had to wait for his thing to be fully charged. That was definitely an issue. They now tried buffing him to make it where it's like visual. You don't have to wait for it to be
Yeah.
fully charged, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
Mhm.
But I know that they constantly want Warden to be in pro play. And I think by buffing Ying to being such a heavy fragger with an LMG with 80 rounds and with an ACOG and now buff damage and 4 Ying charges, I really think that they're trying to buff Warden to be into pro play. And,
Yeah,
I mean, I can see
definitely,
it.
for sure. Alright, now let's move on to the fun stuff. Let's move on to Year 5, Season 2 Ops. Alright, let's start with the attacker, Odin. AK-12, PMM, C-75, what else could y'all ask for? What's y'all's opinion of his loadout?
I
Definitely
think it's honestly
one of the
balanced.
weapons. I think it's balanced, but in the end, with those two rifles, I definitely think one might be taken away eventually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Especially considering that he has the PMM as a secondary. And
Yeah.
I don't know any of his tactical. Was he gonna have stuns or claymores, frags maybe?
If anything, I think with his higher damaged rifles, I think he might actually have either smokes or stuns, just because of his higher damage.
True. Alright, now y'all know I love my C-75 Jackal. But let's talk about this new op, man. The new defender, Phyllis Sway, I think her name is, something like that.
Yeah.
The T5 SMG ACOG. I cannot wait for this op. I'm gonna do so much fun. I'm gonna do so much testing with this op, man. Like, she has ACOG, 1 speed, 3 armor, of course. But let's talk about her smart wire. What do y'all think about her smart wire? Oh, wait, no, I forgot about something on Odin. Let's talk about Odin's drone, and then we'll go to Phyllis Sway's smart wire. Sorry about that.
I mean,
Oh,
I mean, it heals,
Like me-
climbs walls, makes holes.
like me and Jill were talking about, we don't understand if you have to be on the drone or not. If he dies, does the drone still heal? You still have control over it.
yeah, like Nathan was saying, there's still a good amount of stuff we don't exactly know yet. Like there could be a good amount of things we don't know exactly how much he heals if he has to be on the drone. Like it could be completely useless once he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in honesty, it's basically, if I were to think, if you can get in a safe location, it's basically a better healing capability than Thinkless, since all you have to do is just stand around and you'll get healed. Like I said, obviously that also depends on where you place it, how much you hide it, and basically how much it heals too.
And that's gonna be our second healing attacker, right?
It will be.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, and
No, we don't
also,
know the actual amount, but
Well,
Nate,
if you
didn't
think about
also
it, if
say
you
he
think about
was,
the drones,
he was supposed to tase people, kind of, as well. Right? You said something about him tasing people like Twitch or something like that.
I don't know if that's true. I might have mixed it up with the healing part of it. I actually don't know. I don't believe so. I think I actually mixed it up with the healing part of it.
Alright, now let's move on to the Defender's Smart Wire. Alright, so it slows the enemies. It can't be meleeed. It kind of like how you said, Nathan. It was slightly electrified in a way, or something
Yes.
like that.
It does
And,
do damage going through it like a gridlock.
And then it also destroys drones, right? I believe so.
No, if I remember correctly, I thought it pinged them.
Oh, it pinged them. Oh, I thought y'all were talking about the
Oh, yeah, ping.
the new pinging system that's coming out. You're gonna be able to ping Twitch drones
Yeah.
and other drones and stuff like that. That actually plays a big key factor against Odin, where his drone climbs walls and makes holes, but Odin could possibly easily make it past the defender's smart wire. You know?
Okay, back to what back to that gadget. But like I don't exactly know this yet, but this is what I want to know. Is it gonna be like a bandit wire type thing? Like the longer you stand in it, the more damage it's gonna take, or you have to be walking in it. You have to be mobile in it in order for it to damage you.
That is very true.
Yeah. And then, so what's y'all's opinion on the Defender having T5 SMG ACOG?
If anything, I would say for her being a what's it called? A defender, another ACOG is obviously nice because, you know, not a lot of them have it.
Yeah, I
And
mean, they
especially
just took
since
away
she's an
Maestro's
anchor.
ACOG too, you know?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Oh,
And
and
they did give it to a 3-speed.
yeah, yeah. And talking about Maestro, wasn't the new pinging system also on cameras, and not just like is it only her smart wire that pings drones, or is it also cameras?
Drones can ping Jaeger devices and stuff.
Oh.
I don't know if defenders can actually ping besides her.
That's interesting. And I know I was talking about Maestro earlier, how he can play a big key factor against Odin. And if defenders are able to possibly ping drones and stuff like that, Valk may even become meta as well. Or well, she's slightly meta, but I mean, you know, having extra cams is always good.
if you come
but
to think
not fully
about
meta.
it, when they do ping, what exactly are you going to be pinging? Lion's drone is outside. Yana has the decoy, you know, but none
Yeah.
exactly have something that's basically standstill or, you know, inside the objective.
Mhm. Well, it's kind of like pinging enemies. You know how they move around and stuff like that. In a way, but I'm not sure. I think it'll just be the Defender's smart wire, in my opinion. But it'd be really good if they brought it to all Defenders. And so, that was our podcast. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If we missed anything, feel free to leave them in the comments. And bye-bye.